Hello, everybody. Welcome to your Thursday Power Hour. We're talking about Courtney Clenney today. This is a case that is fastly approaching. I mean, it was supposed to start December 1st. We may have some movement of some dates, and you will figure out why. If this is your first time here. Hi, my name is AV. I am a legal analyst, do this full time on YouTube. All things law, true crime, and debauchery. This is what we do. You're going to want to tune in, hit the like button, hang out, relax. Today we're talking about Courtney Clenney. What does that mean? And there are a bunch of other things going on in legal news, by the way. You guys have been hitting me up about the not Courtney Clenney, Julio Fulio and the Alicia thing. So if there's appetite, and I'm going to poll you guys during this power hour to see if you do want us to cover Julio Fulio. I mean, it's a little bit that's a different age genre than you guys. And yesterday I saw that it was day one of the trial, and I'm like, well, are my people gonna watch it? Because you guys are all like 35 plus. I'm like, are they gonna want to watch the Julio Fulio trial? If you do, here's my proposal for you, dear viewer. What we can do, since it started yesterday, is we can do day 1 and 2 on Saturday and days 3 and 4 on Sunday, and then we'll be caught up with the rest of the world. We did that with Cardi B. It seemed to work very well. Y'all spent your weekend with me. And then on Monday, when the verdict came out, we were ready to go. We were all caught up. So if you guys would want to see that, then I am game to do it. But I was like, let me ask them during Power Hour tomorrow, and we will see what y'all want to do. Because yesterday's day was full 8 hours. But I think when you cut out the breaks, put it on 1.25 speed, maybe 1.50, we can get through day 1 in like 3 hours. I was this close to doing it last night, this close. But I was like, let me ask my people first, and we'll go from there, because I know it's not everybody's thing. It's hip hop adjacent. That's why I'm interested. But we also just did a Lil Durk deep dive, and there are some undertones with some of these rap wars and beefs. Okay. Cause like Queso was last month or the month before that. There's some undertones on what's been happening with it. So I spent some time researching it yesterday. I was like, but chat has a final word. So chat, if you want it, type Fulio in chat. And that's how I will know if we're going to do it tomorrow. And I will poll you over the weekend as well. So if anything, we'll do it Saturday and Sunday. But I just wanted to chat with y'all about that one. So you have that case. Relly, it looks like it is confirmed. ASAP Rocky and Relly, we are going back to court on January 12th. We have a civil trial that we're ready to go. Courtney Clenney, I'm about to talk to you about it. We'll look at her docket. It was originally scheduled for December 1st, but we're going to look at some of the debauchery. Okay. It looks like she got a slight extension to December 5th, but those are our giant upcoming cases. She has a hearing scheduled on 11/5, so I'm going to be watching what's happening with her. Karen Reed, all my people that are following that case, Karen Reed filed an answer yesterday, did take a peek at it. Doesn't warrant a full stream, so I'll do a shorter video on my thoughts on that one. But as you guys can see, there's a bunch of stuff going on. Tyrone Blackburn, okay? Tyrone Blackburn has been in a lot of legal filings. I first came across his name when I was working with the lead attorney, and we were doing a lot of the Diddy lawsuits that were coming in shortly after Cassie's. Now, Tyrone Blackburn is an attorney for many of the plaintiffs, Little Rod being the most prominent when it comes to those cases. He was in direct communication with Lee back then. So, been kind of following along with what's happening with Tyrone Blackburn, watching it because he is in some type of legal feud with Fat Joe. Just learned about it. So watching that one too. There's so many things going on. I'm seeing some Fulio. Said wants to see it. Sharon wants to see it. Rocky wants a rematch. We're going to see that. And we know Rihanna is going to be in the courtroom. So I'm looking forward to that one in January. Clenney in December. And then we've got a lot of hearings in the month of November. So I'm going to just keep my ear to the ground. For some reason, Diddy thinks he's coming home tomorrow. Jumping on pardon him. He's not going to do it. Diddy thinks he's coming home tomorrow. Ain't going to happen. Ain't going to happen. Okay, that being said, let us jump into what is happening with Miss Courtney Clenney. If you don't know who she is, it was about 2022 where this OnlyFans model, and she's pretty. You'll see her on the thumbnail. She's pretty, right? She was dating this man, Christian Openselli. Now, we're going to look at some of the footage. I actually want to look at her interrogation footage in today's Power Hour because this woman is arguing self-defense, second-degree murder. She threw a knife at him from across the room. It hit an artery, right? And he bled out and died. Crime scene, gruesome, crazy gruesome. Like, oh my gosh. The crime scene footage, I can't even show you what that crime scene looked like. Maybe during the trial, and I think that they will, we will get a chance to look at the pictures in depth. But last time I showed you guys pictures of the murder scene, like they literally demonetized that video. They were like, AV, nope, it came down immediately. It came down immediately. So over the next few weeks, for those that are new to the case, we have a series. I already have one of my editors prepped on it. We've just been doing our videos. And for those that can't stay for the the full 2-hour Power Hours, we will do a series leading up to her trial so you can see how vile this woman is. Now, here's the other thing with this case. Her parents were involved because Christian Openselli, the man, the victim in this case, the decedent, had a laptop. And why were her parents being funny about the laptop? They wanted access to the laptop so bad that Courtney's defense team helped get the laptop and they were trying to break into it. They were guessing passwords, all of it. Those charges against the parents were dropped. They were extradited from Texas, brought all the way to Florida to answer for that cybercrime. Now, again, Courtney is very bold, and I'll show you why. Let's look at this. This is the docket, okay? This is as of today. And let me see if I could zoom in so you guys could take a peek on what was happening. She had a hearing last week. I think I told you guys during last week's Power Hour. A few documents have been filed. One, she's got this motion to dismiss, okay? The judge has not ruled on that yet, but we'll take a peek at it. I'll open it just so we can look. But she has filed a motion to dismiss. That was back in September. Next, there's a notice of deposition of Frank Prato, that is her lawyer. There is an order granting the state's unopposed motion to compel production of the deposition. No problem there. A few days later, October 10th, motion to set bond reconsideration. So that's one of the biggest things is she has been denied bond many times. Now she's asking for bond again. Okay, she's asking for it again. She wants to get out of jail. She does not want to be in there. She wants to fight this and go home. Next, she wants to suppress illegal recordings. We have copies of that for us to look at. And then a disclosure of Florida statute when it comes to evidence, right? And then look, that motion to set bond reconsideration again, 4 days later, October 14th. And she initially said it or sent it on the 10th. This woman wants to get out of jail. So here's what we've seen in last week's court date, because there was a few things, and this is why it got extended. So she was there on the 15th. That was tax day for me. I was trying to get some last minute things done. So that is why we didn't stream it. But I don't think that it was like the hearing was public anyway. Now, the motion to dismiss, it's going to be argued on November 5th at 9 a.m. Hopefully that one is televised. I will reach out to our folks at Law and Crime to see if they're going to be on site. Next, the motion to suppress, right? The one that was just listed below, they're going to argue that. Same thing, November 5th. Motion to set bond, same thing, argued November 5th. Now, report. Please set for November 5th. What plea? What are we talking about here? Motion for continuance filed. They had that argument. It looks like it was granted. So that means that instead of us starting on December 1st as planned, we're starting a little bit later on the 5th, December 5th. That's at least what I've seen from the news outlets. And the latest document is the motion to compel set for that one granted. So let's look at that motion to compel, because this is what she did have a win on last week. And it's going to be here. All right. So it looks like comes now the defendant, Courtney Clenney, by and through undersigned counsel, moves for the court for an entry of an order directing the state to disclose the following information. She wants to know on or about August 4th, the defendant was arrested and charged with second-degree murder with a deadly weapon. Undersigned counsel filed a notice of appearance. Let me see if I can full screen this for y'all. So it looks a little better. There we go. That's a better view. Undersigned counsel filed a notice of appearance on or about August 15th and indicated that he would participate in discovery at that time. The state of Florida, through discovery and several hearings in this matter, has indicated that they intend to pursue the admission of other crimes, wrongs, or acts. In pertinent part as follows. When the state in a criminal action intends to offer evidence of other criminal offenses, no fewer than 10 days before trial, the state must furnish to the defendant or their counsel written statement of the acts or offenses. So it looks like they're going to charge her with other stuff, but they need to let her know what that is. Next, the trial in this matter is currently scheduled for December 1st. Should the state of Florida disclose the necessary information on or about November 20th, there will be insufficient time for the defense to prepare for the presentation of such evidence. Furthermore, admission of such evidence will be challenged by the defense and may require pretrial evidentiary hearings to resolve. Wow, so they want to charge her with other stuff, but they need to let the defense team know what those things are prior to November 20th. The court may alter the times of compliance with any discovery under those rules and good cause shown. Depositions and witnesses will have to be taken, and it is believed that these witnesses reside out of state. Further, the defense may need to obtain documentation and conduct to their own independent investigation regarding other crimes, wrongs, or acts. Additional time beyond the 10-day minimum disclosure is appropriate in this matter to prevent further delays in this case and to avoid prejudice to the defense. Undersigned counsel previously met and conferred with the assistant state attorney to resolve this issue. As of the date of this following, undersigned counsel has not received the required disclosures of the state. Wherefore, the defendant, Courtney Clenney, based on the above good cause, respectfully prays for the court enter an order compelling the production of the required disclosures within 10 days from the date of its order. So this was granted. She had a win here. So it's like, hey, if you're charging me with other stuff, I need to know what those other charges are so that my defense team can be properly prepared to argue for that. Let us do some depositions. Let us do our own footwork. Let's prepare for trial. So the judge did grant this one according to the docket records here. So we know that that was granted, the motion to compel. And then the judge also gave a continuance because some of these other motions, the 3 that we're going to see on November 5th, still need to be argued. What are we going to see on November 5th? So as a reminder, the motion to set bond is going to be argued. The motion to suppress is going to be argued. And the motion to dismiss. Bond, I don't see happening. Motion to dismiss, I don't see happening. So not only do you want to get out, you want to get rid of the whole case. Now, the motion to suppress, I wonder what that's all about. Let's take a peek at that one, because that is one of the key ones that we're going to see argued on the 5th. Let me see. It's illegal recordings, it looks like. So let's look at this guy, little 8-page document, and then we will go over to some of the interrogation footage and the videos that, show what happened after she was initially arrested. Okay. So interesting stuff. We're getting very close to trial, but you guys see like all of the shenanigans that goes into a trial. There's back and forth paperwork for months leading up to a trial date. It's crazy. But let's take a peek at what she's saying here. So this is an amended motion to suppress illegal recordings. So comes now, Courtney Clenney, by and through undersigned counsel, respectfully moves for this court to suppress any and all evidence resulting from a violation of a Florida statute and any evidence derived from in support states the follows. Okay, here's a procedural history. This matter is currently set for a status on October 15th with a tentative trial date of December 1st. Well, now we know that it's December 5th. On November 15th in 2022, and then again on November 17th of 2022, an author hearing was conducted. Prior to the author hearing, the court indicated that it would receive evidence over the defendant's objections of serendipitous recordings made by the alleged victim in this matter. After the close of the evidence and arguments by counsel, they, which were taken under the advisement by the court, issued an order denying bond in this matter on December 8th, 2022. So she was denied bond initially 3 years ago. Ms. Clenney has remained in custody since her arrest in August of 2022. You mean when they found you in Hawaii? She was pulling a Donna. Illegal recordings to be suppressed. The following is a list of illegal serendipitous recordings made by the decedent that are subject to suppression in this matter. So these are recordings that Christian made. All files come from Christian's mobile phone extracted by the state of Florida. So how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 recordings she wants thrown out. Ma'am, here's her argument. In several of the above illegal recordings, the alleged victim, no, they didn't say that. They called Christian an alleged victim. He's dead. She threw a knife at him. I have some of these recordings where his friends were like, you know, seeing how the way that she treated Christian. And you know what they did? The phones came up and they started recording like Imani. They just started recording. Okay? Christian had those recordings on his phone. He's not here to defend himself. She wants all 18 of those recordings thrown out. When I show you the diabolical nature of this woman, how and I think matter of fact, we might have to go to her Instagram. I think those videos are still up. She went live on OnlyFans and live on Instagram moments before she threw that knife at him. We're going to find it. We're going to look at, now I want to look. Because it was super ratchet. She was missing nails. You can obviously see that she was under the influence of some substance. I could be wrong, but all of that's going to come out during trial. Okay. We're going to see the ratchetivity. Okay. We're going to see it, but she wants all of those suppressed. It's pretty much a bulk of the evidence, but it doesn't matter, Courtney. You want all 18 of those videos thrown out from the alleged victim's phone. In several of the above illegal recordings, the alleged victim in this matter would mentally manipulate Miss Clenney when she was in a vulnerable state and provoke her until he received the desired result in a heated argument. This is going to be a long day, chat. Julio might have to wait. I'm going to have to pull up the videos now. Courtney says that she was in a vulnerable state and he would provoke her until he received the desired result. See, here's the thing. I will give them something. When they say illegal recordings, there are some states where consent needs to be given to be recorded. You guys know that. Sometimes, now with iPhones, even if people hit the button by accident, it tells you this call is being recorded. You're like, oh shit, Ninja, what are you doing? Why are you recording me? Okay. So, you have that one. Okay. People coming in telling me they want to watch Fulia. We're going to do it. I don't know if we start tomorrow or maybe tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, because tomorrow will be day 3. We need to catch up on 1 and 2. We could do 3 and 4 on Saturday. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Now, so you need consent to record conversations. So I'll give them that, them calling it illegal. But if the person that recorded it is no longer here to defend themselves, who are you arguing against? You're arguing against the state. So I'm curious to see how the judge is going to rule on this one on November 5th. Once in a heated argument, he would then start his serendipitous recording to make it appear that he was the voice of reason by acting calm, obviously knowing that he was recording himself. All this was done to fuel his level of dominance and control over Courtney. He would sometimes use the recordings to manipulate Courtney hereafter. Obenselli would threaten to play these illegal recordings in a public forum to friends, acquaintances, and Courtney's parents. This manipulative, gaslighting behavior, oh Lord, aimed at having Courtney question her perception of reality in her own memory, was just one example of the mental abuse she endured in addition to the physical abuse while he was high on cocaine, aka blow. These illegal, secret, one-party recordings admitted for the limited purposes of the author hearing were made by the alleged victim in this case during the course of his relationship with the defendant. He would use these recordings to further his campaign of psychological abuse and gaslighting against Ms. Clenney, as he acknowledged in a letter to Courtney retrieved from her apartment, as excerpt below. Before we get to that letter, before we go there, we got to go to the elevator cam. All right. This is 1 minute footage. It is violent. That's why I can't show you guys a lot when it comes to this case. This is from an elevator. I want you to look at who is the aggressor and who is trying to get out. All right. Pay attention to that. Here we go, chat. Ready? 3, 2, 1, roll it. I don't think it has sound, but here we go. Elevator opens. Here we go. There she is, no shoes on, no shirt on. Okay, she's obviously upset. Look, boom, 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 pulling hair. Boom, boom. Defensive arm up. She punches him in the head. He's holding her back. He's trying to get her to stop. Look at that. Boom. Boom. He's trying to get her to stop. I don't know what he's saying. She hits him in the face. He pushes her back. And there's conversations there. It does look like there's some taunting. I'm not even going to hold you. It does look like there's some taunting. But this is one of their elevator arguments. Okay, she lunges at him after that. Now, just kind of scrolling back a bit, this was dated February 22nd, 2022. Okay, it looks like it was probably around 8 o'clock at night, 8:30 at night in Miami. This is where their high-rise apartment was. Now, a lot of it was verbal, but there was a lot of it that was physical. So when I read this document and she's saying the psychological abuse, but who's hitting who in the cabeza? Okay, like somebody's hitting the other one in the head. You know, is he hitting you in the head? Right? This is one of the key pieces of evidence, but this comes from the building. She's talking about some of the videos from the phone. I've seen some of them over the years and some of them from his friends where the two of them are arguing and friends are like, you know, like she's crazy. But, you know, even his family has a civil suit against her for wrongful death because at the end of the day, they lived together. The apartment was under her name. He was managing her. She made what, $2 million a year from OnlyFans? So, you know, he, I guess, got his money through cryptocurrency and died at 27, 28. But there was so much attention on this case because they were living the jet set life. Like there are pictures with the two of these guys wearing Fendi, Gucci, this and that, just flaunting the life, flaunting the OnlyFans money, flaunting the OnlyFans bread. But this is just one of many pieces of footage in public where the two of them were arguing like this. Now, in a lot of pieces of those footage, Courtney was the aggressor. And that's why a lot of people are not really buying the, you know, the the second degree thing. They think she should get murder in the first degree, right? So you have that whole thing. Let's come back to this letter over here, shall we? Because apparently Christian wrote this letter to her. I'm going to try to zoom in as much as I can. And it would be great if they have some excerpts here. And it looks like it's ripped in the middle. So the first line, I am guilty of not loving you, blank. Like the beginning and over time, making you not love yourself, blank, of gaslighting you to any level and mentally abusing, blank. And notice the change when I felt like my love, blank, reciprocated. And I turned that hurt and pain into something blank and turned it into a habit where I couldn't control it, blank. Acknowledge it because of the pain and hurt, which was never, you know what, I'm already done. There's a big fucking hole in the middle of this document. How is this supposed to come in as evidence? Helena, like what are we supposed to do with this? How does this come in? Like, oh my God. But let's keep going. I mean, I can't even read. I'm not going to keep reading the whole thing because the letter has a big hole in it. What do they say here? These felonious recordings are a clear violation of law, and the legislature has made it abundantly clear that they are per se inadmissible as evidence in any type of proceeding. Where's the okay, so you have a picture of what he acknowledged there, but they're not complete sentences because there is a big hole in it. Like, where's the rest? I don't understand. Let's keep going down below. Their law states that whenever any wire or oral communication has been intercepted, no part of the contents of such communication and no evidence derived therefrom may be received in evidence in any trial, hearing, or other proceeding in or before the court, grand jury, department, officer, agency, regulatory body, legislative committee, or other authority of the state, and a political subdivision thereof, if the disclosure of that information would be in violation of this chapter. These serendipitous, unlawful, misleading, felonious interceptions must be suppressed and was designed to effectively protect the privacy of oral and wire communications to protect the integrity of the court and administrative proceeding. This is kind of like a wiretap law, right? Not supposed to be recorded without my permission. In the state of Florida, that's their law, right? In this memo, so memorandum of law, the statute defines oral communication and any oral communication uttered by a person exhibiting an expectation that such communication is not subject to interception under circumstances justifying such expectation does not mean any public oral communication uttered in a public meeting or any electronic communication. In other words, that just means that their public communications are different than private. In order to prevail on a motion to suppress under the statute, the defendant must not only have had a subjective expectation of privacy, but also her expectation under the circumstances must have been one that society is prepared to accept as reasonable. 1985 case and a 1994 case. This expectation is not reasonable where the intercepted communication was made in an open and public area rather than an enclosed, private, or secluded area. We know that. When evaluating whether the facts give rise to a subjective expectation of privacy, some courts have determined certain communications fall outside of that. You know what this reminds me of? The other day I was just here editing videos for you guys, and the Let's Keep It a Buck podcast, they called me in like I was on AC, like I was on DJ Academics. They called me in for legal advice. Not advice, but they just hit me up. And they were like, hey, did you see that DoorDash girl that's going viral on TikTok? I said, no, what happened? Apparently there was this man who was sleeping on his couch, door open, Johnson out, and he was just sleeping, okay? I guess he ordered food. Now the woman approached, the door was open. Obviously it's visible. The woman was appalled and she took out her phone and started recording. But here's the thing. She did put her hand inside of the home, moved the door It could be, it looks like breaking and entering. I'm not even gonna hold you. So she moves the door and then she starts recording and walking away. And I forgot what she said verbatim, but she goes, hey, DoorDash needs to protect its employees from situations like this. This is so messed up. Like, but at the same time, there are arguments of he's in the privacy of his own home, even though it's lewd behavior and all of that stuff. Yes, she did claim that she was assaulted. That's what made it worse. So this clip has been going around the internet. Maybe we'll do a separate stream on that one. But if you own a home or if you're inside of a home, you still have an expectation of privacy, even if your Johnson is out. I mean, and you're sleeping. So that's the other legal part of it, is you're incapacitated at the time. I mean, you're not in control, you're sleeping. So it's just the fact that she moved the door, that could constitute as trespassing or breaking and entering, because you did not have permission to be inside of the home or the dwelling at the time, even though you were performing a service by delivering the food. Now, she did not, if something like that seemed dangerous, it does not, she's more than welcome to leave and report it to DoorDash, like, hey, I don't feel comfortable leaving this food here. Here's what I saw. But it's that situation has a lot of different legal layers. Did she have to go up to the doorstep? Do you know how many times I get stuff delivered to this place and people leave it over there, on the bottom of the street, like all, like it's crazy. But the musical web, I mean, it's a good question. The architect said delivery. I mean, that's the thing. That one has so many legal complexities in it. Because who's right in the situation? Right to privacy, incapacitation, breaking and entering. But if it says the instructions say leave it at the door, which door? Front door, back door, side door, on the side. The picture still gets taken. Was he really sleeping? There are all these questions. So that one has been a huge thing on the internet over these past few days. But now that I'm reading this, it reminds me of some of these right to privacy issues that come up in complex situations. So definitely wanted to briefly tell you guys that story. But yeah, we talked about it over there. We try to keep it as fair and balanced as possible, but that has been taken over the internet midweek. Okay, let us continue on to Courtney's argument that all of these should come out. She says here, suppression must be granted without exception. And Miss Clenney was almost always in her apartment alone with open celly, an enclosed, private, and secluded area, and not in an open public area or quasi area. Almost always is still wrong, because I just showed you guys the elevator footage. I mean, there's more. They're in the courtyard of the apartment complex arguing like that. That's on video too, from a neighbor. Further, the Third District Court of Appeal has found that society is willing to recognize a reasonable expectation of privacy in conversations conducted in a private home. Other recordings were also made outside of her apartment without her knowledge and with an expectation of privacy that society has recognized. The matter of sub judice is more similar to McDade and State, where the Florida Supreme Court found that the recording in that case was inadmissible, where it was made in an appellate's bedroom and the recording contained conversations between the appellate and the stepdaughter, and the recording device was hidden under the victim's shirt. She's just like, you're recording me without my consent. Now, I think the ones in the public area still come in, because here's the other thing. These two used to fight so much that the neighbors got annoyed because they were renting. This was a luxury building in Miami, and most people there were homeowners. They owned the condos in that building. So they were in the process of getting evicted. Okay. So I do think that the neighbors, if they were arguing, if they heard complaints, they were still calling it into the police, like, oh, these two are at it again. Or, if they're outside in a public area, they did record it. But I think it was more so because it was an active effort to get these two tenants out of the house, or, out of the place. And there are multiple police body cam footage of those visits where neighbors had not only recorded, but reported that there was some loud screaming in their spot. So they talk about some case law here. It says, regardless, the recordings in this matter are not of any criminal activity. They are recordings of Courtney and the alleged victim having heated arguments or discussions in her private apartment, intercepted by the use of hidden mobile phone. The facts in this instant matter present a crystal clear picture that suppression is mandated, even more so than the facts justifying suppression in McDade. Simply because neighbors made noise complaints does not violate the expectation of privacy. Most recordings were made in Clenney's apartment, which was exceptionally private, with its own elevator that opened directly into her private foyer, with no one else being able to access the areas near her apartment without a key fob. One of the recordings occurred in a semi-private setting. The court will have to make this determination as to whether this recording should be suppressed in its entirety based on the context of the recording. Regardless, Ms. Clenney had a reasonable expectation of privacy in her oral communications that society is prepared to recognize. So that's the other thing. I did hear some of these. They might still be available on the internet, so we can do a deeper dive like next week. But there are some recordings where Christian, I've heard some of them over the years. He went to the app, just the voice recording app, and just hit record. So it's not video, it's audio. I think it's a mixture of these. Let's go back up to the top to the list. We're on page 6. Top of the list, those files all end in .mov. So maybe they are videos instead. I thought they were going to be MP3s or MP4s, just audios, but it sounds like it's both. All right, we left off at page 6. These recordings are of private conversations, not public meetings or meetings with public officials or public offices. There's a clear expectation of privacy in a conversation or argument, for that matter, between a couple in their shared apartment. This is a clear expectation of privacy that has been recognized again and again. All right. When they pass it, so now they talk about the intention of the statute. We don't need to go through all that. Conclusion. What do y'all want? The statute requires ipso facto application. So much is required by its rule, clear language, and the Supreme Court's reasoning in Garcia and McDade. The illegal recordings must be suppressed as a matter of law. Okay, so Frank Prado filed that, and that is one of the biggest ones on this docket. Are we going to see her succeed on this on November 5th? So that's in about 2 weeks. We're going to see what happens with that one. Let me come to a few super chats, and then we will check out the interrogation footage. It's very wild. It's very up and down. It's a 4-hour clip, but we're going to chop it down to at least an hour. But good question. Kim says, why is this case taking so long? Their friend said she was a liar and the guy never hit her. He was her lapdog. We'll see. I don't want to say this because I don't like to speak ill of people that are deceased, but some people were calling him a simp. I mean, he stayed with her for a long time after she was treating him badly. Like, I mean, even that footage we saw, that was in February. She hit him in the head. And I know that they were doing drugs together. I know he was her manager, but it was just really sad, to see that. That's the thing with abusive relationships, whether it's on either side or toxic relationships. Did she take it down? Let's see if I can log into my Instagram. I'm trying to pull up her Instagram. I mean, some of this stuff is still on here. Her Instagram is still up. Some of those pictures, those raunchy pictures, are still on here. This is the type of girl we're talking about. None of these came down. It keeps wanting me to log in. We'll come back to that. But yeah, that's the type of girl we're talking about. But his family has been super supportive. They have lawyered up. It's really being led by his cousin. She's a young woman, and I think she's kind of leading the charge for the civil case, on behalf of the estate against her. And, Courtney, I mean, she made money. She made money on OnlyFans. So to answer your question, the family has said that she's a liar. Friends have said that she's a liar. And, he kept going back. Let's come to some super. Shout out to D with the 2, says Courtney Ninja Clenney. Man, D is an OG. I used to call her a ninja because it's like, how did you hit a vital artery with such precision with a knife from across the room? Like it was just like it precision to hit the vital artery. He bled out for a little bit. You can even hear him on the 911 call. Like he's like in the back, like, ow, you know? And she's like, it's gonna be okay, it's gonna be okay. She's trying to call for help, but you threw the knife. Why did you throw the knife? It's so crazy. Shout out to Drew Beats with the 5, says, I heard she filed a motion to use personalized filter during. Oh my God, Drew, don't tell me that. She wants to use a personalized filter during televised court proceedings due to the fact that she now looks us down. I mean, I hope that is denied. But wow, I've never heard that ever. But again, the business is still running. It's still running. Thank you, Drew Beats. Shout out to D with the 2, says she's a walking red flag. Yes, I agree with that one. D hits me with another 2, says red flag. OnlyFans model, only child, and rich parents. Yeah, her family is super well off. Her father comes from banking in Texas. He did really well out there. And, you know, when it came to bail, I think he was able to post it. But again, Courtney, I don't think it wasn't bail, but I think that there was a point where they were looking at assets and he had like $1 million liquid and she had 2 million liquid. And there was some sort of fight over her money while she was in custody. I do remember that. Because to Kim's point, this has been going on for nearly 3 years. So for this to finally reach, trial in 2025, nearly 3 years later, it is a lot. It is a lot. So we'll see what happens there. Thank you so much for the super chats. All the ways that you can support the show are down below. Thank you guys so much. So much. All right. Let me see if I can log into my Instagram so we can look at that last. I don't even know my password. We're gonna try, folks. But I do want to look at the interrogation footage, but I also want to look at the last reel she has or the last Instagram live she has. Let me see if I can send it to myself from my phone. I was looking at it in preparation for this. She is at Courtney Taylor. And that was like her Instagram name. Courtney Taylor. Here we go. Verified. Did they take it down? Yeah, it's still up here. Let me send it to myself, y'all. We will take a peek at it. We'll take a peek together. But I even with that, like, why would you still leave that up? And maybe they are hoping to be transparent with evidence and not take things down. But this was like moments before he came home with food and they had this last and final argument, which caused her to throw the knife from across the room and ultimately be the cause of death. It was her, you know? All right, let me pull this up. I just sent it to myself over here. Hopefully it doesn't make me log in. Build it as you fly it, chat. Hold on. Okay, let's open this. Open text messages. Okay, perfect. All right, boom. I think I got it. Okay, here we go. So this is her. This is her very last.
Do you not hear me now? Okay, guys, ask me a question. And then if you want me to go on live, I lost all my nails. I started getting Gel X. I was going to say, ask me a question for OF later. So do that. But, or like on my last post, because I'm not going to see it like on here. So just like if you have a question for me, go post that on my last post because I'm gonna do an OF live later. Anyway, what I was saying was my nails, bruh, what the fuck? Okay, let me tell you a little story. So my one of my middle fingers is this one. This one got like fully ripped off. So
Does
this
she
nail got
sound
fully ripped off. It
intoxicated?
hurts. It still hurts like when I tap it like this.
So listen, guys, like, let me know your thoughts. Does she sound intoxicated?
It still hurts so bad. But I found out about something called Gel X. So it's an acrylic nails that I've been getting since I was like 15, which is like what damaged my nails. So I got Gel X. It's basically just like painting stuff on your nails and then just like painting like a glue on it. It's basically like a press-on nail, but way more expensive. But it's better for your nails. So I've been doing that for like 2 months and my nail has been growing back. Thank goodness. I was literally looking up like nail transplants, guys. Like for real, looking up nail transplants. Cause I was like, if plastic surgery can like make bigger boobs and bigger butts, they can damn sure give me a nail. No? That's actually not a thing. So I actually like freaked out and lost hope for a minute. I was like, damn, I'm not gonna have a nail for the rest of my life. And this is a bitch who gets like long nails. I was very scared. Anyway, so I found out about Gel X. You do this like different kind of like nail extension. Pops off like easy as hell. Very, very easy. But like it's way healthier for your nail. So I'm missing about 3. 1, 2, 3. Yep, 3. But I'm not pissed about it. Do you support the police? I've actually, well, yes, I do. I do. I think a lot of times they don't do their job. For sure.
Little
In
do
my
we know,
experience,
chat. Little did she know, chat. She was about to be locked up. Little did she know, chat. Man, I love watching stuff in retrospect. The irony.
I've not been helped by them, but I think for sure they typically do their job, and it shouldn't. I don't know. I did go to Lake Travis. Cut my nails and keep them short. Wait, hold on. Who's that? I would love
Just
that.
having audio issues.
Am I gonna go to a broadcast live on OFC?
I
Yes,
think that
I'm
was
gonna do it
actually
tonight.
Christian calling her.
That's what I'm saying. I need to get some like dirty questions to answer tonight, but I'm gonna do something else. TV guy, Rick. Man, I gotta click on your profile. I don't know what name it is. Okay.
Yeah, I think there's some influence here.
Where do I see myself in 5 years? That's a good question. Okay.
Prison. Whoop-de-doo.
I see myself with say 2 children. I'd say at least 1 kid. In like 5 years, I want 1 kid. Should I have a daughter or a son? I want like a kid. A few houses. Business going on. Probably not OF, but we'll see. Coldest on the gram. Listen to what he says. Coldest on the gram. I do have OnlyFans. Yeah, go to my bio, babe. You just said like links up, right? Man, if that's how you're like going about it, like you're missing out. Come on. Ask me, Kowesh, would you put a bong up your hole and smoke it? So this is why I need to read questions before I read them out loud.
You would probably
no.
not need to be
I
intoxicated.
don't know how you could do that, but I think maybe no. Starring Sal said, "How old is she?" I am 25. Do you need a boyfriend? No, you don't. Summer plans are. So I've been out of the gym for like 3 months. My booty is kaput, okay? It's gone. It's fucking gone. So, but look, hold up. Let me show you something.
Oh no. Sorry, chat. I did not proof. I
guess like the light is not giving it to me, but like I got like a good little waist now. I got great abs right now. My butt just like disappeared. So, summer plans, building my butt back up so that I can be myself again. Because I don't have a shelf anymore, guys. Like, I honestly don't. I don't. It's like angles, you know? So, I'm going to get that back going on. And then, I mean, this is my first, like, summer in Miami. So, I'm really excited. The girls here, like, that I know are, like, hot as fuck. They do, like, the same shit as I do. Or, like, they do, like, better stuff, like podcasts or whatever. So, that's, like, my plan for the summer is just, like, hang out with them. Make content with them.
So she was gonna do this
work out.
podcast thing.
Go to the beach. Live my life. Because I'm blessed. You know? That's my plan.
Who got arrested?
You're more than your body. Yes.
Who got arrested from Miami Heat, guys? Damn, see, there's so much legal news. We just don't have time to do all of it. Somebody just sent that to me. Okay, I don't want to watch her debauchery anymore. So let's come to interrogation footage over here. This is the night of the murder. So I just showed you what happened at the beginning of the day. Okay, so this was right around like 4 o'clock when she went live. This is a few hours later after the murder took place, and she is in, and she did not get arrested this day. Please keep that in mind. No arrest. Argue self-defense in this interrogation footage. That's what happened. Terry got arrested. Okay. Terry got arrested. Okay, I have to look into that. There's so much going on. We'll do Julio, get through it. I do think that case is either going to end tomorrow or Monday, maybe Tuesday. They expect it to go 2 weeks, but Shorty was literally like putting her makeup on in the courtroom yesterday. So we're going to watch it. Let us take a peek at this interrogation footage. There are lots of peaks and valleys in this, so I can skip ahead. When she comes in, obviously she's distraught. Let's kick it off right here. Look at that contrast. To be on OnlyFans or to be on Instagram, and then a few hours later, you're here. No shoes on. Still in her I think she's still in the same outfit that we saw, guys.
And they're bringing the water right now, okay?
Thank you.
We're going to close this, okay?
Is somebody coming?
Yeah, he's coming right now.
Somebody coming? Am I staying in here? What am I doing? Is the crying? They didn't even give a real,
Please,
like,
God, please, God, just let me, my dog, please, God, Christian, be okay.
she's praying to God that he's okay.
I don't care what you're doing.
She finds out that he dies here. So in this moment that we're watching, she does not know that he has been pronounced dead. He was rushed to the hospital. Let's see if we can skip some of this. She had probably been alone for about 20 minutes, but there's some things she says to herself that we might want to see. Thinking, contemplation. It's the same outfit we just watched. Why would you be praying this much? It's hard to hear her. But she keeps praying to God to make sure he's okay. She's asking for God to protect him. Kisses herself oddly. I want to bring it to when the detectives went in the room because they did kind of handle her with some kid gloves. Let's take a peek here. She's on her second tissue at this point. More prayers. I think the only reason why somebody like this would pray is because she knew she fucked up. She knew she shouldn't have thrown that knife at him. All right, here we go.
My apologies for being absolutely fucking covered in blood.
Listen, you don't have to apologize, okay? I completely understand. All right? Things happen, and you can't control it. Okay? So, you don't have to apologize for anything, all right? Detective Racine.
Michael Love.
Sergeant Rodriguez.
Michael Love, before we watch this debauchery, he is making it rain in the chat. Michael Love, I haven't seen you in so long. If you guys are receiving a membership from Michael Love in the moment, please tell him thank you. He's such a big pillar of my community. You know, when it's off trial season, we got to get creative, Michael. We got to get super creative. And so we prepare for trials as they come up. I really want to thank you for all your support. I've been thinking about you and others that have really helped us develop this community, especially for members, right? So if you are receiving a membership right now from Michael Love, say thank you. And Michael, because I haven't seen you, I know I can announce this. And for all of you guys that have missed some of the last streams, we are developing an AV app. Okay, only for members. Once we have this app, it's going to live off of YouTube. It's the same company that does Tasha K's. All right. So I'm really excited, but I've really looked at the data that we had and the research that we've done for this membership community all year and the gifting portion, because when people come in and they gift, I love that. But for those that really rock with me, I want to create a special community where y'all weigh in on what this app looks like. So if you just got one of these memberships, it's actually a perfect time to use it. I'm going to start polling you because this app is going to be developed by you for you. And it's perfect. It's looking like right now it might launch in January. So that means that it's gonna hit us in time for ASAP Rocky, ASAP Relly, right? Because that's January 12th. And then Dirk's trial's coming. That one's not gonna be televised, but I figured it out with Diddy. So we're gonna figure it out with Dirk, okay? So for those that are receiving memberships, thank Michael Love, please. And also, Michael, thank you for, and he's done this for years, okay? He's supported me for years, not just me, many other content creators. He supports Michonne. He supports the lead attorney. He supports so many content creators. So Michael Love, thank you so much. And it's good to see you because we're about to do the Fulio thing, the Fulio thing. But I need to get through this one today. But Relly and Rocky round 2, January 12th. I am pumped. Let us get back to this debauchery. And please thank you, stream sponsor, Michael Love.
Okay. Today's Sunday, April 3, and the time is 7:36 p.m. All right. What's your first name?
Courtney.
Courtney. Can you spell it for me, please?
C-O-U-R-T. N-E-Y.
Okay. And your last name?
Clenney. C-L-E-N-N-E-Y.
Okay.
I'm gonna boost the audio, y'all. It's a little low.
4/21/96.
It's almost your birthday.
It's when, oh really, when is your birthday?
The 13th.
My boyfriend's just the 12th.
Oh really?
He turns 28.
Super
12th.
close.
That's
row.
that here.
Well, he's still in the hospital right now, so okay. Just take a breather, okay? I know this must be very rough for you right now.
No, we were supposed to go to the park with my dogs today. Like, I just is not how I expected this, but sorry. That's not what we're talking about. You asked me my birthday. Okay, what's the next question?
Okay. Are you currently living there?
Yes.
Yeah? The address is 3131 Northeast 7th Avenue. Okay. And what apartment was it?
2201.
2201. How long have you been living there?
Since the first or second week of January.
Okay. Oh, this year? 2022.
Yeah, we moved here January this year together from Boston.
From Boston?
From Boston.
From Boston. Oh, okay. When did you guys come to Miami from Boston?
We visited last year in March, and we loved it. And we travel all the time together. We like the beach.
Yeah.
I mean, I've always wanted to live here. So he was like, he wanted to move to London. I wanted to move here. And I said, maybe we should start in the U.S.
Yeah,
and he was like that, and we did it. So.
Okay. How long have you guys been together?
About 2 years.
About 2 years?
A year and a half to 2 years, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Is he okay?
He's still at the hospital. They're still,
I know.
monitoring him and talking to him. So we're waiting.
Oh my God! So he didn't even have to have surgery.
Well, I don't know.
Oh,
they're still doing.
Shout out to Chris who pointed out. She said, "Can I get a hug?" And they were like, "No." Do you notice how she's asking these subtle questions? She knows she inflicted enough pain for this man to die. Oh, he didn't need surgery? Oh, great, ma'am.
X-rays and stuff like that. So I don't know yet. I'm waiting to hear a response.
That's all I have to know. Thank God.
So
that's all I need.
We'll get to that in a little bit.
Okay.
And once we're done, I'll go talk to them again and see what's the update. Okay. All right. So you said 1.5 years to 2 years.
Mhm.
Okay. And you said that today you guys were supposed to go to the park.
Mhm.
Okay.
We were. Well, I'll just let you ask questions and I'll answer.
No, you can tell me whatever you want. You can tell me whenever you want.
Yeah, we just had just gotten back together. I had broken up with him, and then he came back the last like 2 nights, and everything was perfect. And then start like into an argument, and I ended up getting scared, and I think that I overreacted, or not overreacted necessarily, but reacted, and I just didn't know exactly what might happen. Yeah, we were right before anything happened. We were going to walk my dogs down to this park over by like the Paramount, which has like the beach volleyball and basketball court and all that. We're gonna walk them over there and let my dog Ranger play soccer. That was my plan for the day, and then go.
How old are you
to
guys?
the movie? Or to go to a movie tonight in Miami Beach. My dogs are 8 years old.
8 years old? Oh, okay. Are both of them?
Yes.
Oh. You've had them all 8 years? Since they were babies?
Yes.
Oh. What breed are they?
Many Aussies.
Mini Aussies? I love those.
Too.
Super smart.
Yeah.
You guys lived in Austin before here, right? Between the first and second week of January, you guys moved to Miami. Did you guys stop anywhere before coming to Miami, or did you move somewhere else between Austin and Miami, or you went straight to Miami?
We drove the U-Haul from Austin to Miami to this like 2-day burden. I didn't drive one bit, and he went the whole way. So like a day and a half, 2 days. No, we just stopped a bunch of places on the way.
Does he have any family?
He does. He has.
Yeah.
He has his mom and grandma. He's closest to.
Mom and grandma?
Mhm.
Where, here in Miami, or?
They live in Dallas. I think his grandma may still be in Nigeria, because they visit a lot, but I think that they're back in Dallas.
Okay.
He has a brother that lives in, I think, Houston. I don't know where his sister lives.
So they're all from Texas, but
Do you
Nigerian
happen to know,
family.
off the top of your head, their phone number, or?
None of theirs, no.
No?
No.
Do you have it on your phone number, on your phone, or?
I think that I would have his mom on my phone for sure, and then maybe his grandma.
Oh, okay. What's his mom's name?
You know, he's told me. I think I'm terrible right now. I really didn't tell him.
That's like remembering.
And I met her multiple times, and I've been to her house, and I still didn't tell you. That's pretty bad.
I mean, how many times have you seen her?
I think 4 times.
Yeah, so
I think she's still
I'm pretty
like
sure
under the influence
she's
here.
still apart, right?
Yeah.
So I wouldn't imagine to like remember somebody's name that easy. So. I'm really bad at remember names too. So again. How about his brother? You know his brother's name, or no?
Okay. He is very like not, I guess, like too thorough with talking about. I mean, that's not really probably like the word, but not like too thorough. I feel like I calmed down a little bit once he told me like they're just like talking to him. Okay, so I can talk again. They're like, he's not really like that thorough or something.
Wow.
He doesn't really talk as much.
Y'all realize that? This detective got her so comfortable. Now she's chilling. Like, oh, he's alive? He's alive? I didn't kill him? He's not dead yet? Like, he's not dead? Well, now I can feel comfortable in telling you everything you need to know. This chick probably told on herself.
My family, I do mine. I talk about my family all the time.
Okay. Where's your family at?
In Austin.
You're all in Austin?
All in Austin, yeah.
You have a big family, small family?
I am the most. I'm the closest with my immediate family. My mom, my dad, and my little sister.
Okay.
So not really that big of a family.
Okay. What's your mom's name?
Deborah.
Deborah. And your dad's?
Kim.
Kim.
Mm-hmm.
What are their last names?
Clenney.
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 And your sister?
Morgan.
Says nothing. Do you ever need us to take a break? You know, because I know it's rough, you know, with everything going on, but when you take a break, you let me know, okay?
Yeah. Thank you guys for giving me water and tissues.
No, definitely. Okay, so, do you guys work here in Miami, or do you guys have your own business?
I do social media, so I'm an influencer, I guess is what
Oh, yeah?
call it. Yes, I'm an influencer. And he does stocks and crypto.
What do you focus on, like Instagram or social media apps?
Instagram, LinkedIn.
Okay.
It's just, yeah.
What's
It pays the bills.
What's your Instagram?
Courtney Taylor.
Huh?
Courtney Taylor. Taylor spelled T-A-I-L-L-R.
T-A-I-L-L-R. L-O-R.
Mm-hmm.
I just put a poll in the chat on Folio to see what y'all think.
And what is it that he does?
Stocks and crypto.
Stocks and crypto.
He just has stocks and does crypto.
Oh, so he's pretty good with numbers and all of that, huh? Yeah. And he's done that since you've known him, or?
I mean, as far as I know, he's done it since he was 19, and he's 27.
Okay.
So he's pretty damn good at it. That's, I guess, compared to other people that do it.
Yeah. And how long were you guys planning on being in Miami, or before going to London, or?
I don't think London was ever really going to happen. I don't think I would ever do that. But yeah. We were going to move into a house.
Mm-hmm.
So, have an apartment, and then we were like, maybe just move here for a year. And then once we got here, we were like, no, this is dope.
Yeah.
So, we have the dog picked out.
Yeah, I want to jump into
The
Folio.
golden retriever, we're going to name Mello. So we're going to get a house. So we can have a backyard.
Here comes the tears.
Because I have 2 dogs, and then we're going to have 3. So we're planning on staying here for a while.
Okay.
I just hope we get the opportunity to do that.
Now you remember the knife you threw at him?
Sorry.
Once again, you don't have to apologize.
Hopefully I'm over freaking out and like I'll be able to see him or whatever. But I don't see it.
Yeah.
I will keep it together.
Okay. So how about before we go into like the details of what happened today, okay, I have to swear you in and read you a couple other paperwork. It's just normal process for everybody, with victims, witnesses, everybody. Okay, so.
So I got a chance to talk to Christian today.
To who?
Christian.
Who's Christian? Oh.
The victim.
They haven't told me his name yet.
If I'm the victim, he's definitely the victim. What'd you say?
No, he didn't know his name, so he was confused.
Listen. Okay, number one, it's already bad that they didn't know his name. But number two, they just told you that he's going to be okay. The first thing you want to do is talk to him. Get your story straight. I mean, is he going to tell them the truth that you threw that knife at him? Why do you want to talk to him? Oh, man, this is interesting. Is he up?
The one that wants to see.
I just assume everybody knows everything.
Yeah,
sorry.
no, that's okay. Not always.
Will I get a chance to talk to him?
We'll see once we're done with everything, talking and with the scene and seeing what's the update with him, and then we'll definitely get you an answer later. Cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, this is an investigation into, what do we call it, a domestic dispute, which occurred at 3131 Northeast 7th Avenue, apartment 2201. In reference to case number, you have a problem?
Yeah, sorry. It's going to be 22 0403 00 23743.
The City of Miami Police incident number. Okay. This statement is being taken in the City of Miami Police Department, the investigation office, which is located at 400 Northwest 2nd Avenue, Miami-Dade County, Florida. Okay. Okay. You raise your hand, your right hand. Okay. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Okay. You can put your hand down. Real quick, have you taken any alcohol or medication or narcotics today?
No.
No.
I have just like medicine that I do, but nothing that is mind altering.
Oh, okay. Like what?
I actually don't know what it's called. Taking medications.
She's lying.
What's the medication for? If you don't mind me asking.
They muted it. That's not me.
What is your level of education? Is it the last grade, or did you graduate?
From college.
From college?
I hope they drug tested her
What
right
college
after
was
this.
ACC and Santa Monica Community College.
Okay. How long of school did you do there? Approximately.
It's like at each one, well, ACC about a year and a half, I think. Santa Monica like a semester or two.
Okay.
That was never for me.
Okay. Do you have have you been diagnosed with any mental disability or anything like that? No? Okay. Alright, so then move over to this one. Okay. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer or
Getting
or advise
Mirandized.
before we ask any questions.
You don't even know it.
You have the right to have a lawyer with you during questioning. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand each of these rights I've explained to you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Would I be able to talk to my father?
Huh?
Because he's pretty much acts as my attorney with, like, I mean, not like for stuff like this. Obviously, I've never been in this kind of situation.
Is he an attorney?
Call my daddy.
No. He's
My daddy's not a lawyer, but he's my attorney. Oh, my
We'll
dad.
give you a chance
We know what to do.
We'll give you a chance to talk to your father later. Okay.
I mean, before I like I just feel like I don't know. I mean, I think it'll be fine. I think Christian will be fine, and I will be fine. So, I mean, there's no need, but I just would like to talk to somebody.
No worries. I'm gonna be able to give you some time to talk to your dad or with anybody that you need to talk to. Okay.
And I want to go home and see my dogs, and I want to go to the hospital. Will I be able to do that tonight?
We took care of the dogs. We found someone. I believe your mom mentioned that's taken care of them before when we traveled. So
Love and thoughts.
Yeah. So we got able to get a hold of them, and they're actually gonna be taken over there. It's just
You realize she's gonna spend the night in jail.
They're probably actually already there now. Okay. So we took care of those. Because I know they were seeing, they were going back and forth. We seemed a little, I know how dogs are. We're all dog lovers here. All three of us, we also have dogs. So So that's like family, and we took care of them. Just so you know.
Yeah, the female officer that was over there was talking to my mom and trying to get the food. So thank God.
They're in good hands.
Thank you. I want to be. I want to talk to my mom for an hour on the phone, and I want to go sit at the hospital. Am I going to be able to do that?
So far right now, I can't give you an answer. Okay, we just have to go through everything. Because remember, this just happened, so I can't really give you a straight answer.
You can't go home.
If I do, I would be lying to you, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to lie to you.
You got Miranda eyes.
Okay. Just as well as I don't want you to lie to me. I don't want to lie to you. We want to be able to understand everything that went down today. Okay, as truthful as we can be. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Having these rights in mind, do you wish to talk to us?
Lawyer up.
Yeah. If I don't, what?
I mean,
yeah.
It's your choice. It's your right. But at the end of the day, we just want to figure out what happened. Okay?
She's going in raw dog. No attorney.
What occurred? So we can piece this together and come to an understanding. Yeah?
Yeah, fortunately we weren't there, you know. You were, so there's no better person to tell it than you.
And it took so long for I don't know what I honestly, it was such a blur. I was on the phone with my mom. I don't know.
Send me right over here.
So tell us what happened, Courtney. Sign first, then tell us what
This is
happened.
why I would like to call my dad and say, can I just do this, or should I have to get a lawyer? Because I realize, like, how very serious this is. Like, I was sitting there in a freaking puddle of my boyfriend's blood, begging him to, like, please not, like, fucking give up on me. Like, man, like, this shit is fucking serious. So, I don't think I'm necessarily in trouble, but, like, I just would like to. Can I just talk to him? This happened, and the whole situation happened, and I haven't talked to anybody who means anything.
No, I understand. Right now,
okay, well, you know what? What?
No,
I've never been in this kind of situation.
You can talk to them later, because.
But before I talk to you guys. Why can't I talk to him beforehand?
Well, because I would like to understand what's going on.
I know, but like if I say, hey, is it cool if I sign a constitutional rights waiver
because
when my boyfriend has
like
not
a lawyer.
She knows the risk.
If you're an adult, if you were a minor,
he would be the one who would.
If
he
you were
handles
under
my
18,
lawyer too.
If you were under 18, then yeah, I would provide you a phone call to your father. But you're over 18, so.
I don't feel like it.
I don't feel like it.
I feel the same way.
Oh my God. Do you know how many people get in trouble all the time and they don't get a phone call? You just have to figure it out. He says you're an adult. You don't need the permission from your father. If you were under 18, I would allow you to call home. You're over 18. She says, I don't feel like it. Ma'am, this is already going off the rails.
I still go to them too for questions that they've dealt with in the past.
Okay.
You know?
My dad handles I'm so freaking out right now a little bit. Like I want to go to the hospital and I want to just call my fucking mom. And I know that I do not get that, right? I know it. But here's the thing, is that this is constitutional rights waiver. My dad handles my lawyer. I'm not going to take a court-appointed lawyer. My dad handles my lawyer. I would not be calling my lawyer. So my dad is the first person who I would call, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. I've never been in a situation like this where somebody's in a hospital. Mm-hmm. I've never been in this kind of situation. That's why, like, I don't want to do anything wrong. Mm-hmm. You know?
I mean, it's your decision at the end of the day. But
What happens if not?
If not, then that's it. We don't talk about what happened to him. We just have to take the stories that we've been told from the people next door and previous situations, and try and narrow it down to what happened today.
You get a much better picture, a much better idea coming from you who was there today than us trying to piece it together
From other people's
that weren't in there, you know. There's no better story to get than yours who was there. So which is why we prefer it from you, but you know, like you said, it's your decision if you want to or not. But for us to obviously proceed and make a better decision for all of us, it's getting your story, you know. You were there, you know, you were, so you.
My boyfriend is not dead, is he?
Well, he can't talk to us right now either way, he's in the hospital.
Jack is his homicide.
Yeah, so I don't know.
That's like the Dexter vibe. All of those
things
are
explained
like.
to you on scene. It's Sunday, so Sunday domestic violence units don't work. So we handle their calls anytime we get any type of domestic violence calls. We handle it for them, and so that's why we were raised from the beginning.
Can I go and come back?
No, unfortunately, no, I can't. It's steps, you know. Once we handle this, and we'll go to the next step. And
Is there a chance I'm gonna go home tonight?
I don't have a definite
No,
answer.
Courtney.
Okay, well I'll just.
Okay.
I suppose.
So the time is
I need to.
8 p.m.
There's blood up in my.
Can't go home. Make sure you guys vote for the poll. Looks like a majority of y'all want to start Julio today. I've got time. We can do it. Need some more votes though.
So let's start from the start. You guys are supposed to take out your dogs to the park, right? And then what happened after that?
Like I said, a little bit blur.
Yeah.
I was doing laundry and watching a Christina Miranda, or listening to a Christina Miranda video, and tried to call my mom. She didn't answer the first time. And then he came back with a Subway sandwich. Before he left, he recited exactly what I wanted. And I said, I'll text what I want to you. And he said, I know what you want. And I said, no, you don't. He recited it to me before he left. And he got it perfectly right.
Okay.
And then he left, I guess he went to go bike over there. That's just what he said. I don't know if he walked or biked, but he told me he was going to bike or something.
Bicycle?
Yeah.
Okay.
He came back. And I said something about like, oh, are you gonna like reshare your location with me? Like, did you share it? And he said, yeah, I shared it. And I was like, oh, when did you do that? And he was the other day, like when you were done with me. And I was like, okay, well, fair enough. Like, reshared it. And then it kind of like turned into like a little like argument or something. And then he told me to reshare mine, and I was like, okay, yeah, I will. And then I didn't do it immediately. He asked me about it again. And I don't know what I was thinking, but just said something about, well, what if I'm somewhere you don't want me to be?
Okay.
Which I wouldn't have been. I love him. But just like, maybe you don't want to know where I am. I guess maybe they'll just hurt him because he was pressing me. And he ended up hitting me against the wall. And then I said like choking me on the floor. It's just like they were looking at my neck, and I was like, I'm not saying like choking me like, whatever. But he had my like neck, and this happened twice before, where I couldn't breathe and I was on the floor. Yeah. I could not breathe, and I don't think that he was trying to kill me, but I was scared, and all 3 times I have been scared. So yeah, I'm on the floor in heavy pins, and lets me up. I'm on get my mom on the phone. And I'm just trying to remember. I hear my mom on the phone, and I remember she was standing like against the couch. Like we were obviously it was a big deal at this point. So this happened like over by the door, and somehow moved like over in the living room. He was standing by the couch, facing toward the kitchen, and I was in the kitchen. And then he just I could see like all the lights in his eyes, and he was like coming at me. And so I grabbed I grabbed one of these knives. My mom got me for Christmas. I grabbed one of them, and I was like, I swear to God. I swear to God. It was just like, I mean, I grab and be like, don't come anywhere closer to me. Because, earlier, I was having 2 other times I couldn't fucking breathe. I'm sorry. I couldn't breathe. And it's very scary. And I just think, like, just like this kind of thing where I was saying, like, do you know if he's okay? If he's choking me and he's angry enough, he might, like, this is different, I think.
This is like the 4th time that she's asked, do you know if he's okay? All right, guys, I think we've made a decision here. Everybody's voting in the chat. 48 votes. 51% of you want to thug it out and do Fulio today. I can knock out day 1 and day 2 tonight. We'll be all caught up for tomorrow. If that's what y'all want to do, see my live reaction and we can skip through the breaks, we can do it. But if that's the case, we're going to hurry up and finish with Courtney. I'm going to order me a sandwich because it's going to be a long day. But if y'all have the time, I have the time. We'll get it done. And then tomorrow we'll be on track with everybody to start day 3. Let me know in the chat. Keep voting.
But if he's like choking me or like pinning me or something and I can't breathe, he might go too long. So I grab my knife and I said, don't come anywhere closer to me. I had absolutely no intention of using it. I'm on the phone with my mom and he's coming at me like he's gonna grab either the phone or like the knife or something. And so I was just like, I was like, don't come any closer. It's coming at me and I drew it. And I meant for it to go.
How far away was he?
So, well, I was by my fridge and he was like by the edge of one of the chairs of the sofa.
Okay.
Like
comparing to what
10 feet. I'm trying to think in my head. I'm trying to make the.
Was he closer than the lamb?
No, what is this further?
What, like the length of his rope?
No, further than that.
Okay.
Oh well, if I said yeah, you're right. It's more than 10 feet. Then it's definitely further than this.
Okay.
It makes him closer. It looks a lot smaller. Clear.
It was further than this.
Okay. So then, you were by the fridge and he was by the couch? You were by the fridge and he was by the couch?
Yes, I was in front of the fridge. He was by the couch.
And then
behind my island.
And then what kind of movements did he make at the moment? He was going to walk
running
up?
at me.
Running? Okay.
Well, charging, aggressively walking, something.
What was he doing? Like, was he doing something with his hands or?
When he had his hands up. I couldn't tell you exactly.
Was he yelling at you at the time?
Yes.
Yeah. What was he saying?
Well, I'm supposed to help. I put my hand up, so I really need to like think. I remember one of the things, but I don't think it's relevant.
No, go ahead, tell me. It might be relevant. It might help me understand a little more.
He said, why don't you go find one of the fucking guys in G-Wagons? Because I had said something about that when I broke up with him like a week ago. Out of anger. I didn't say it because I want that, because I love him. But that was just one of the things that he said.
Was that at the moment that he was charging you or earlier in one of the arguments?
It was before he choked me. Yes, it was before he choked me.
Okay.
Or whatever.
So he gets.
So no, not right then. I couldn't tell you exactly what he said right then.
Okay. So.
But I swear to God, I was scared. I mean, after like what I had just, I was scared, and I was on the phone with my mom, and it was still happening.
Yeah.
I was scared.
So you told me that he had you against the wall at one point, right? With his hands over your neck.
Mm-hmm.
And how did you end up from the wall to the ground?
Let me go.
Uh-huh.
Let me go, and then I started swinging on him because I had been against the wall.
Okay.
I started trying to hit him.
Yeah.
And then he put me on the ground.
He dropped you to the ground. What did he do? Did he lift you up, or did he grab your hair? Did he just kind of rotate you onto the ground?
I really couldn't even tell you.
And pushed you.
If I could have been given all these questions, before, I could be like, maybe let me just think about it. Or when I'm trying to remember a whole situation of where I was very upset about something, which I've learned this in therapy and whatever. It's write down all the details so you don't forget. Just write it all out clearly, so it makes sense to you and makes sense to somebody else. But I haven't had a chance to have a pen and paper or my phone to write down exactly what happened, and I haven't really even fully thought about it. So honestly, my answer is I couldn't.
He's playing games. He's playing so many games.
So he has you on the ground. You end up on the ground, and he has his hands over your neck. Correct? Yeah.
Yes.
And then is he saying something to you at the time when he's on the ground on top of you? Or?
He was saying something like gritting his teeth. I don't remember what it was.
Like what?
He was saying something like gritting his teeth, like with the white of his eye,
okay.
but I don't remember what it was.
Okay. And then he at one point he stops, right? Sorry. And what, you get up? You go to the bedroom, or what do you do?
I go get my phone from the kitchen. I got my phone from the kitchen. I called my mom. I was talking to her, and then he was following me around the apartment and acting like I mean, just like after. I'm not. I mean, we shouldn't be together.
You guys have a history of domestic violence?
Yeah.
You say you've been together how long, sir?
Almost 2 years.
Almost 2
2
years.
and a half to 2 years.
So how many incidents do you think you've had?
I don't know, but we shouldn't be together.
You say one or two, or just too many to...
Oh my God. Oh my God. I haven't touched my ankle. It's like, what?
We're good.
Like, I just want to take a shower, God.
Oh my God. She's saying
okay.
that to not have to.
No.
Okay, get that.
I'm not trying to interrupt the...
No.
Girl. I would have never left him alone with her.
This is absolutely the most insane shit that I think I've ever been involved in.
I think anybody that
No,
goes through this
without
would be
a doubt.
just insane.
What'd you say?
I think that if anybody goes through this type of situation, it would be pretty insane for them.
Okay. You said,
Well, have
domestic violence.
you made a report before?
No.
You've never made a report?
Oh, I did in Dallas, actually, about a year ago. And he was detained.
What happened there?
He had pushed me in the lobby, but it wasn't like a big deal, and they made it a huge deal. And he ended up getting taken to the hospital or jail or something.
Yeah.
Which I don't think it was necessary, but yeah, he had been. And then also, I had been arrested for it as well.
Oh, have you? You've been arrested too, huh? 20 more minutes, guys, and we're going to Julio Fulio.
We just got in an argument in the hotel room, and what I guess made them arrest me was that I said I had thrown a glass at him, like a glass of like a drink. Which I think until that point it was like fine, I guess, like I didn't, whatever. But they asked like, did you throw something at him? Because I guess they wanted to say that you throw a drink at him, and I said, yes, I did. Because what's the point? Like, I guess it's whatever. So yeah, they went up and they said, I guess they asked me about it. And I said yes, and they said okay, well, that's DV or battery or something, not assault or something like that. And so I got arrested and I was held for 12 hours. That wasn't fun. Yeah, those are the two incidents. I don't know what the incident for him was. Like,
about how many incidents have you guys had here in Miami since January? Like how many times has the police been called to your apartment, or you called to the police since January?
Okay. Police have been called once because I called them because my boyfriend was threatening suicide.
Okay.
I'm sure there are records of that or whatever. I don't know how.
Why was he threatening suicide?
I don't remember exactly what the situation was, but he had taken a knife. He grabbed it in front of my face, and then I got scared, and he was kind of waving it at me, but it wasn't for me. And then he took it into the extra room and slammed the door. And he has a history of self-harm, so I was kind of just like, okay, well, let me go in there and chase him, regardless of whether or not what's going on. And I tried to open the door, and he wouldn't open the door, so I got really scared that he was doing something in there that I couldn't control, so I called the cops. And he wasn't very happy with me about that, but I was really scared.
Did he say anything that he was going to do to himself, or?
And he threatened it many, many times, but I don't remember if he did it right then.
Does he suffer from anything?
No, that's what he told me.
And then the other time he called police?
Okay, and then the police were called because of us, actually because of us, twice. I mean, if I'm being correct. It was that time when I called, and then this time when it was obviously absolutely necessary.
Okay.
I was the one who called 911. Because I was literally asking him, what is our address? What is our address? I could not think straight. Baby, what is our address?
Man, I love y'all. Y'all are like, we starting Fulio. Let me go get snacks. I'm over here ordering my food. We gonna thug it out and do it. I just let my editor know. He just confirmed he's making us a thumbnail as we speak. As soon as this woman is done talking, we going to Fulio.
Okay, yeah, so yeah, it was today. Okay, so there was that one. But the cops have been up there one other time yesterday for absolutely no reason. Absolutely none. They harassed, not the police, but security guards from the office, like young security guards. Came up for no reason. Bothered him, bothered me. I was about to go to the pool. I said, they said, do you want us to keep him out of here? And I said, I mean, yeah, but y'all have been letting him up all week when he hasn't had a key. Yeah. But, I mean, no, do you want us to call the cops? No, it's fine. Like, I didn't want him to get arrested. Like, there's no reason for that.
Wow.
So, whatever.
It's
so I said,
your
no.
apartment.
And then he, I guess he just wanted to call the police or something, because right after that, he goes, well, we saw you shove him, which he was referring to downstairs in the elevator. My boyfriend had followed me into the elevator.
You did.
And I didn't want him to come in. So I go, stop following me. And I did this. And we were like, I mean, Christian will attest to a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But that just didn't happen. So it was like he moved from Christian to me. It seemed like he just wanted to cause trouble.
Yeah.
So the police were involved yesterday when there shouldn't have been. And then I think there was like one or two times where I don't think the police were called, but maybe security, well, if you're talking about police, that's definitely the only time, sorry. Security have been called for noise complaints, for sure.
Because of arguments, or? And what do you guys usually argue about? Or is it always a different issue?
I don't even know. I mean, no, kind of ish. But I don't even know.
Okay. Do you mind telling us about those arguments, or no?
I don't think there's a point. I cannot remember everything, so I don't want to remember part of it.
Yes, better try again. She killed Christian.
For some of it, yeah.
So you think you can tell us the story one more time, just so I can make sure that I didn't miss anything?
Didn't you write everything down?
No, he's writing it down for me.
Oh, the audacity.
I want to make sure that you can explain one more time the story.
Okay. Well, I mean, you can see how I am. Okay. Well, he went to go get me Subway. We wake up, we've broken up. I broke up with him about a week ago. My mom came into town.
This is the story.
She was in town because of it.
This is the story.
And I told her, like, anyway, she came into town because of this. She was there for about 6 days. My boyfriend was freaking squatting in my elevator, like little.
What? Now this is a story all about how my life got flipped, turned upside down.
But I didn't want to kick him out because he said he wanted to be close to me. I'm like, okay. I eventually felt like, okay, I got this under control. You can go home. Then she goes home. That crap with the security guard who I guess just had an agenda. That happened yesterday. Or was it the day before yesterday? Honestly, I really don't. I'm kidding. It was the day before yesterday. So.
Which security guard is this? Do you know his name?
I don't remember his name. I could point him out in the lineup in 1 second. So after that fact, I was like, wow, you just tried to cause a problem for no reason. I thought it was fun. I was like, why are you doing this? Like, just because, like I said, that we're over, blah, blah. And he was trying to talk to me, and I just didn't want to talk to him. I really let him have it over the phone. And I let him come back and spend the night, and then he explained the whole thing, and I was like, oh my gosh, he said like 2 nights ago. Yeah. He explained the whole thing, and I was like, okay, you know what? Let's agree. We will never, like, touch each other again out of anger, and he will never gaslight me again. Those were the two, like, main things. And this was a very late night. So the last couple days have been, he was just great. He was happy to be back in the apartment. I was happy to have him back in the apartment because I missed him. And been waking up telling me, good morning, I love you, touching me. Like, it's just, I felt very, very loved when I woke up this morning. That's why I'm so, like, heartbroken. It's just like, why? Like, I should have just left the apartment. Come to think of it. Okay, so anyway, he went to go get me Subway, or he went to go get himself Subway, then got me Subway. He rode his bike, or I guess whatever, walked something, came back, and then I was trying to look for his location, like while he was gone. Not because I was wondering where he was, like sketchy,
Yeah.
but
All of this was not in the first rendition
Yeah,
of the
you was on way
story.
back.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
I knew about Subway,
so, I
but
couldn't see it. And he said
location?
he would have changed. He would change it like 4, I think. I don't know. And he was he asked me if I would change mine back, and I said something along the lines of what?
What?
Oh, it said something. I'm staring at your yellow paper because it's in front of me. I cannot read one thing, so I don't know if you think like
you're trying to see what they wrote down.
So Subway thing. He comes back.
This girl's a mess.
I asked him about his location.
Let's go to Fulio.
He said he'll change it.
Oh my God.
I said something mean or unnecessary about, even though I wasn't anywhere, saying something like, oh, well, you wouldn't want to know, something like that. And he ended up getting upset, and that's kind of like where I went from there. I mean, I did the wall. I don't remember exactly where it went from there, but I was on the floor. Let me go. I called my mom.
So he had you against the wall. He was holding you by the neck, right?
Yes.
And then he let you go. You start swinging at him, and then he ends up putting you on the ground, correct? And then
Oh yeah, when I was up against the wall. I mean, when he had me like this, I was just trying to get it off.
Yeah, you're trying to get in.
But it wasn't. I didn't feel.
You felt the pressure.
It wasn't a long time.
Yeah.
It wasn't a long time, and it wasn't extremely hard. It was kind of just like, I don't know if that makes sense.
Okay. And then he put you on the ground after that. And then you said something that you don't remember what you said.
Gritting his teeth.
Okay. And then he let you go.
Yes.
Okay. And you got up, and then what happened?
I went into the kitchen. I picked up my phone from my charger.
Okay.
Called my mom. Actually, at that point, I walked into the living room. She was sitting on the couch. I didn't say this before. I walked in the living room. I called my mom. You could see I was calling my mom.
Okay.
That made him angry. I went into the living room, took us on the couch. He came in there, tried to put the phone out of my hand. So I went back into the kitchen. And at that point, I was sitting there, and I grabbed the knife, which...
Did he ever get the phone out of your hands? Or?
No. He just came over to me and was trying to get it, and then I went into the kitchen. I do not think that this was... I don't know. I really don't know if this
Yes, you do.
is justified at all. I actually don't know.
She's trying to reason.
I really don't know, because I know I was scared, but I really don't know.
So you got the knife?
Because I grabbed the knife. I grabbed the knife, and I said, like, pretty much just like, don't get any closer to me. And then, said something, and then I just like, threw it. And I really...
How exactly did you throw it? Did you just throw it like that?
How many times?
No, how exactly did you throw it?
Watch this.
Like, you threw it like this, or kind of like, you flung it at him, overhead, or how did that...
Oh, I just flung it.
You just flung it? Over your head, or from like...
Like this.
Okay.
So
from like beside your head?
Holding it, yeah. So not like, okay, like I'm holding it like this. This is not the knife, the
blade?
Right, the blade. I just, for dang sure, did not stab him. That would be insane. I mean, I didn't even think that this would touch him. But, I mean, I thought that I would scare him by just grabbing it. I thought I would scare him by just grabbing it, but that didn't work.
But you flung it and killed him.
So, anyway, comes at me, and then I just flung it. Okay. And I was kind of just trying to fling it past
when you threw it, when you flung it, how close was he at that time?
I mean, I said 10 feet, but if this is 10 feet, it was definitely more than 10 feet.
Okay.
And I mean, if somebody goes into my apartment, they can see how far it was.
Yeah.
But I did not want it to actually, injure him.
Mm-hmm. And what did he do? What did he do after you flung the knife at him? Did he walk around, or did he fall right then and there, or what happened?
He fell down.
He fell down?
Yeah.
He didn't walk around or anything like that, or still try and chase you, or what?
No, because it hit him.
Because it hit him?
You know where the knife is?
I think it's like right here.
Okay.
Wasn't in the shoulder.
And what did you do after he fell?
I ran over to him and grabbed him, and like it was just like a blur.
but I ran over to him and I grabbed him and I just said, "Oh my God, what do I do? What do I do?" Like I'm like the worst person to be around.
Oh, I
What do I
forgot
do?
about this, chat. I forgot about this. It just came back to me. She didn't call 911 for 10 minutes. Okay? She called her mama first. Imagine bleeding out for 9 minutes. You need help. And then it takes 10 minutes for police to come. I'm done with this one. I really am excited to go to Julio Fulio. I am looking at Uber Eats to get us some food, and we're going to get some snacks and then just start, I think, at 3. I'm just waiting for my editor to get us a thumbnail, and then we will dive into that.
And he said, call somebody. And I was on the phone with my mom.
He said that?
He said, just call somebody. And I was like, okay, I'm on the phone with my mom. I said, Mom, what do I do? And she said, call 911. I think I called 911. I actually don't remember.
Mm-hmm.
That's obviously the easiest thing y'all could look up. I really don't remember. Why did I end up taking it closer to the door? I don't remember. I think that he walked closer to the door because we ended up closer over there. I think, yeah, he fell down close to the couch.
Yeah.
There's probably blood all over that white couch. I bet you anything is everywhere. We somehow ended up over like by the extra bathroom in our like little like laundry closet.
Yeah.
And there was like he was just bleeding a lot, and I was holding him, and he said put pressure on it. Because I was thinking, he kept trying to lay down. He kept trying to lay down. And it looked like he was losing. I'm like, oh my God, God forbid I fucking lose Christian. Like, I'm so okay with like us breaking up at some point or now or obviously whatever. I don't give a shit. But God forbid anything happens to him. God forbid. So, yeah. I just like, he just kept trying to lay down. And I was like, please, fucking Christian, please don't do this. Please don't fucking do this to me. And he kept sounding like he couldn't talk or something. Like he was just like listening to us, like, wake up, open your eyes. And I'm talking to him about his mom and his grandma. And it just felt like everybody would, every second was like a freaking minute.
Yeah.
Because I was like, he was going, he told me to put pressure. I'm just like a freaking idiot. So I'm like trying to keep him upright because he keeps trying to lay down. I'm thinking blood flow, right? He's like, you don't want to lay down if you're losing blood. That's what I would think. And he's saying just put pressure on it. So I don't remember what I got, but I got something and I just like put it on it. And I was like holding him and he kept trying to lay down. He's a freaking big man. So I was trying to hold him up and push it into him.
Was the knife stuck on him or somebody pulled it out?
No, and I thought about this while you guys were outside. I was thinking, why did it start bleeding so much? Because if it just like hit him, I'm thinking maybe it just, I don't know, like if it was really deep or not. I don't know if it just hit him and it get out, or if he grabbed it. Because I almost got a little irritated with him when we were out there. Because I was like, I swear, this is freaking rule number 1. If you watch Game of Thrones or anything else, you're gonna anything.
Yeah.
You have something in you. Typically, you don't pull it out, right? I mean, y'all would know better than I do. Okay. So I kind of got a little irritated because I was just assuming he pulled it out. But I don't know, maybe it just fell out.
Okay.
Yo!
Yeah.
Oh
you know your
my God.
150.
How about Christians?
6'1", 210.
210, so you're a little heavier, significantly heavier.
Yeah.
Okay. As far as your DV history, how many
This
times
child
have you
gonna
ever
be
put a
crazy.
handle on you before? How many times would take a guess in the 2 years you've been to
Maybe like 5 times.
5 times? Besides putting his hands around your neck, I believe it says this is the 3rd time you've done it? As far as the neck around and the hands around your neck?
No, I mean, it's hit me in the head before. I don't remember when that was.
Close fist or how?
I'll just leave that out because I remember there was a time when he hit me really hard in the head and I was going to discombobulate, but I can't even remember when it was. It might have just been like when we were drunk, but I know it happened, so I'll just leave that out because I can't give you the exact facts.
Okay.
And I don't want to lie about anything. The last time was in Tulum. He grabbed me by my hair or something. We were both drinking, but there was a bench in front of our bed, and he threw me against the bench, and I hit the bench, my head at the bench, and I fell on the floor. There was another time my mom was on the phone, and he threw me into the wall in the bathroom. But, I mean, I am certainly a crazy person too. I mean, not crazy.
Aggressive.
Oh my gosh,
I'm
she
very
admitted it.
aggressive and just really particularly just feels like in their relationship, I guess.
And choking, how many times have you killed and choking?
She admitted it.
Whose name is on the lease?
Mine.
Yours? Is yours?
Yes.
Do you guys have an ID? Because I was kind of a mess inside, so we couldn't just find any IDs. Do you guys have any
Are you
IDs?
talking about the?
The apartment?
Inside the apartment.
Yeah.
Like where would we find his ID in yours?
Well, I saw one of the police officers with a passport, so I don't know if it was mine or his. They were looking for both of our IDs.
Okay.
And I told them that mine would be in a tan purse or a brown purse that was on the ground. And one of them came out of the house with a passport, so I think that it was mine. But yeah, I have a couple of forms of ID inside.
That apartment was filthy, by the way.
Where's his IDs? Or where did he keep them?
He should have them in a bag.
Does he carry a wallet or like a fanny pack or anything?
Yeah, he doesn't. I don't think he keeps his. Well, it could be in his like his black bag might be in there that he had on today. Because he usually doesn't leave the apartment without his ID.
Like
He had that on.
Like a side bag?
Yeah, it's like one of the off-white things. It's like a black
Okay.
bag with a yellow strap. And he was like, that's what he was wearing when he went to Subway. So I'm assuming it was in there.
Okay. Okay.
Will I be able to use the restroom?
Yeah, well, in a minute, we're gonna get somebody to come over and escort you to the restroom.
Am I going home?
No.
We gotta see everything with the scene and everything, and then we'll give you a better answer. Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be a kid while she working to photograph it and everything.
When will I be able to talk to one of my parents?
Where is your
Because
phone? Where's your phone?
I'm there. Where's my phone?
Yeah.
It was inside the apartment.
Inside the apartment, like on the counter? Did you leave it on the counter or kitchen counter?
It was on I think the
It's on the
like
floor.
entryway table.
What's your phone look like? What telephone is it?
It's an iPhone. I think the case has come off.
You know the color?
Spitty spray or rose gold. I honestly don't remember what color it is.
How about his?
Which iPhone do you have?
The newest.
The newest one?
Yeah.
Perfect.
I think he has it 12.
And who do you have your
And
phone company?
I don't remember what color his phone is, but he has a red case.
Who do you have your phone company? AT&T, T-Mobile?
Verizon.
Verizon.
But I know my family's numbers by heart, so I could call them without.
What's your phone?
I went 745 3582.
Okay, what's your social?
Okay, they have to mute that because they're asking her for personal information.
When will I be able to change out of these bloody clothes?
You want
I
them
was
to-
holding him while he was bleeding. I mean, my toes.
Yeah. We're gonna see if we can find something for you, and then we're gonna see if we can find something for you, and then bring it over, okay?
Find something for me?
Yeah. From your house.
The entitlement.
What can I just want to change my own clothes. I'll take a shower.
You're not going home.
Just give us a minute so we can get everything in order, and then we'll come back with you some news, okay?
All right, guys. So the detectives walk out. I'm probably going to do a part 2 just because I want to start. I want to get on Julio and Fulio, or Julio and Fulio. Fulio, because it's going to take us a few hours and I'm ready to thug it out today. We're going to do a Fulio marathon, do day 1, do day 2, which was today. And then tomorrow we'll be right on time for day 3. And you guys will be able to be on point with everybody else. Courtney Clenney here. Her trial is approaching. There is a hearing scheduled for November 5th. So this one can wait a little bit, but not a lot of people go through this footage. You can start to see the questioning. There's a reason why she wants 18 pieces of evidence taken out. There's a reason why she's still asking for bond. There's a reason why she's still asking to be released. But you can even see in this police interrogation footage where she decided to not lawyer up, right? To want to talk to her mom and dad, to ask them about Christian's, his state, his condition. She asked like over 10 times. And then once they told her he's at the hospital, he didn't need surgery, they're working on him right now. I mean, he was pronounced dead very shortly after, but it caused her to become a little bit more relaxed and ask for all of these things. Can I change my clothes? Can I get my phone call? Should I be signing this form? Oh my God, I don't know what I'm doing. My dad does everything for me. You're a grown adult, ma'am. You're over the age of 18. Sign this form or don't sign it. The decision comes right now. So this is going to be a wild one. This is our December case, guys. So we're going to do Julio right now. This will be the end of October. They said that case is about to go on for 2 weeks. Ironically, the first defendant that is being tried for Julio's murder is this young woman named Alicia. I've been seeing in the law and crime chat, so I'm just preparing all the men. They're like, Alicia's cute. Alicia could get it. But again, Alicia did leak the location of where Julio was with his friends that ultimately led to the murder. I have been doing a lot of research on the case yesterday. It gets very ugly when it comes to rap wars. Julio was involved with some gang violence where someone else had, a few people had died, and they would like take images of that person and put it in rap videos. It was crazy. It was crazy. So anywho, Dirk, Becky, I have it. I have to give my editor edits. He submitted it yesterday, but I want to make sure it's right for you guys. We have about a 20-minute breakdown on the Dirk case. The reason why I want to get into Julio's because it's kind of related. Some of this stuff is adjacent, but I need to give him my edits. And because chat wanted to do Julio today, he's probably not going to get my edits till later today. And then that video is ready to go. It's just a few things. I have lawyer interviews within it as well. So I want to make sure everything is right. Footage from Doug Weinstein, footage from Lead. Me and Lead covered that last year. So we got some footage of that. And then Ashley Merchant as well when we talk about lyrics used as evidence. So that is pretty much baked. Y'all don't even want to know how many videos we got. We got the Dirk one. That's almost ready to go. Letitia James is coming. There's new Karen Reed updates as well. She filed her answer to her civil complaint. And then I do want to jump into this basketball thing where Kash Patel was speaking on Chauncey Billups and Terry being arrested with this like whole mobster thing, right? Diddy ain't getting out. That's as far as what I know for legal news for the week. But that's what's going on. Okay, so here's what we'll do, chat. I am going to take 10 minutes to recharge, get some snacks, come back here. We're going to regroup at 3 o'clock Eastern time. We're going to do Julio, day 1 and day 2. They are in court until about 5. So I'm going to be able to skip through all of their breaks throughout the day. We'll do it on 1.25 or 1.50 speed. So I anticipate we'll probably go until about 8 or 9 o'clock tonight. It's a marathon. You know the last minute AV marathons. We did it with Cardi B and it paid off. It paid off because on verdict day, everybody came back here. Everybody came home. You all came home. Right? So we want you to come home tonight. And we'll be doing all of that. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this episode up of Power Hour. For those that are interested in Julio, we will see you guys in a few minutes. Thank you to Michael Love for gifting 50 memberships today. It's like old times. It's like old times. Maybe we come up with some Julio merch. I don't know. But again, want to thank you guys for all the love and support. I will see you in about 10 minutes and we'll get started on stream number 2 for the day. Stay safe out there. See you in the next one. Bye.